Do you have any media that comes from Central or South America looking at maybe something to make you look in a not favorable way throughout the world, or are they
I,
in support of the law?
I, I said 4,000,
Yeah.
especially now, latest with the illegal immigration.
Hmm.
I'm getting more requests than normal with the pink underwear and chain gangs and hot tents and all that. But yeah, I don't think there's ever been any international show that's ever put me in good light, no matter what the subject is. But that's okay. That's show business. They can't. They're not my public relations people.
Hmm.
They have a right. Some will balance it, some will not. But I don't care. As I say, I have an open door policy. I don't hide from anybody. You can go in the jails, the tents, go by yourself, go talk to the inmates, let them give me the finger. I don't care. It's great. I just get concerned with the inmates now that they're starting to say they like me, and that ruins my reputation. But that's the way I operate. I don't have a secret organization. And I go public, and when I do my raids with illegal immigration, I send all the media out. They all film it. They film all the demonstrators. They film everything. But they think they're hurting me. They're not hurting me.
Yeah. Well, we certainly thank you for everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
And we are going to take a tour of the tents. We've been also fascinated by what you're doing. You're actually saving a lot of taxpayer dollars for the way you run
Well,
your
well,
tent
let me
cities.
say this. Any good politician, especially around here, with the senior citizens, would always brag. I saved you millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Make sure you vote for me. I'm your hero because I say, I don't say that. You know why? I'd be lying. It's not lying that I do it,
Right.
but I don't want to take credit for it because it's not fair. Because I had $1 billion. They'll still be living in the cheap tents and eating the cheap food. It's not for money.
Right.
Everybody thinks it's for money. It's not for money. It's called punishment. It's a word that nobody uses anymore.
Yeah.
Or take away their privileges. I used to do that when I was a kid, so why can't I take away privileges and punish people that have violated the law? So that's my real objective, to be honest with everybody.
And that's the message that we hope to get out there, because you're right. A lot of prisons nowadays, they live better.
Hmm.
Some inmates they don't want to leave because their life is better. They eat 3 square meals and they have better facilities than they do out on the street. So
See, another thing I don't take credit for is the crime going down. According to the FBI and all these politicians, 19% in the last 3 years. It's very interesting. That's when I started cracking down and locking up illegal aliens on the streets and all the publicity, and they're all supposed to be leaving. Maybe that has something to do in keeping them in jail so they can't get out on bond. Those 40,000 people I told you about, they can't get out. They have to stay in jail if they're here illegally. We decide if they're illegally here. But nobody talks about that. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't have to get that type of publicity. Although sometimes it'd be nice for someone, some editorial, someone to say something nice about the sheriff. But see, I don't care, because it's the people that count.
right.
They're not stupid. They read through all this garbage on media and everything else. So as long as I have the people behind me, it's difficult for these politicians to go after me. They all want my endorsement. Every day I get calls from around the nation for endorsement. I've had 4 presidential candidates visit me in the tents. 4. Visit me. Why would they visit me in Korean War tents in the hot weather when they're running for president? Why me? I'm just a little sheriff. Of course, they all lost. I had Senator Dole, he lost. I had Phil Gramm of Texas, he lost. I had Wilson of California, he lost. McCain. Nobody wins when they visit me in the tents. So if you're going to run for anything, don't go to the tents today.
You know, I did run for U.S. Senate, actually. I resigned from active duty military, and I ran for U.S. Senate in Missouri, and I didn't win the primary. but it was about setting the example for more people to seek and do their civic
Well, that's
duty
good.
and run for office. So I'm glad that people are coming.
You got to
to
do it
visit.
again.
I am, absolutely.
I was just in Kansas City on a big fundraiser helping my guy Kolbach. He helped do the 1070, Secretary of State, so he won the primary.
Great. Well, maybe on the second time I'll come down and
Good. Get
I'll
my
be a-
endorsement.
yeah. Sheriff Joe, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for spending time with us. Appreciate it, and thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you.
For your patriotism and everything that you do. On a
Thank you
day-to-day
for
basis.
your patriotism, serving in our military
Well, it's
and running for office.
there's no better country. I know what the alternative is. I was born in a third world country, and there's no other country. So we got to do what we need to do to keep this country alive, to preserve the American way of life. So,
Thank you.
Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you. Take my card and let me give
Yes.
you.